What psychological pressures impact jury decisions? Imagine sitting in a room with strangers, trying to decide someone's fate. It sounds simple, but many unseen forces influence how you might vote. During jury deliberation, several psychological pressures come into play that shape the final verdict. First, each juror brings personal attitudes, beliefs, and past experiences into the courtroom. These factors color how they interpret evidence and testimony. For example, someone who has experienced family violence might see a defendant differently than someone without that background. Personal stressors like financial worries or emotional struggles can also distract jurors, making them relying on gut feelings instead of careful analysis. Then there is the emotional side of things. Jurors often respond strongly to stories that evoke empathy or outrage. If a victim's suffering is described vividly, jurors might feel compelled to decide based on emotion rather than facts. Similarly, if a defendant is portrayed sympathetically, it can sway opinions. Group dynamics are another powerful influence. During deliberation, jurors want to reach a consensus, and this can lead to conformity. If one juror strongly advocates a particular view, others might agree just to avoid conflict, even if they have doubts. Outspoken jurors can sway the group, making others hesitant to voice differing opinions. Time pressure also plays a role. When jurors are rushed or fatigued, they tend to make quicker decisions, often relying on mental shortcuts instead of thorough discussion. External factors like the length of the trial or looming deadlines can add stress, affecting how carefully they consider evidence. Pre-existing attitudes about issues related to the case matter too. For example, jurors who believe in strict law enforcement might be more inclined to find a defendant guilty, even if evidence is weak. Finally, the weight of making a decision that can change lives causes anxiety. Jurors may feel overwhelmed by the responsibility, which can influence their confidence and choices. Courts recognize these pressures and sometimes try to reduce stress by giving clear instructions or offering support. Overall, psychological pressures during jury deliberation include personal beliefs, emotional reactions, group conformity, time constraints, pre-existing attitudes, and the heavy responsibility of the decision. All of these factors work together to influence how jurors process evidence and ultimately decide the case.